Welcome to today's Q&A session on CELUM, CreativeLink and OfficeLink powered by CI HUB. It's great to have you all here, and I hope I just realized I'm showing the wrong screen, am I?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Better now?
Yeah.
Cool. Sorry. So it's once again great to have you all here, and I hope you will like today's online event now that it's running smoothly. My name is Isabel, and I'm very proud to be your moderator today. Before we kick off with answering your questions, I just need to mention a few organizational details. The session will be recorded, and you will receive the recording in the next couple of days. If you have any questions during the presentations, please enter them in the GoToWebinar question window on the right side of your screen. We will answer them then in the open Q&A session. That's it. And let me now welcome our experts. First, our guest, CI HUB founder and CEO, Andreas Michalski, and Melanie Schedel, product manager at CELUM. Welcome, Andreas. It's a great pleasure having you here today. Please tell our audience a little bit about you.
Yes, hello. My name is Andreas. I'm really to answer direct questions to our CI HUB connector and the Content Hub integration. Yeah, we started CI HUB a couple of years ago with the idea to deliver the assets right where the user needs them. And I think that is a well-received idea from the feedback we've got. And but as we all know, software can be complex, and especially the CI HUB connector. So I'm really happy together with Melanie to answer all of your questions you may have and show you a couple of tips and tricks to make work and life easier with the CI HUB pen. So use the opportunity to put a lot of questions into the chat, and we're really happy to answer all of them.
Great, thank you very much. Melanie.
Yeah, hello, also from my side. My name is Melanie Schedel. I'm responsible at CELUM for the marketplace. My main goal is a perfect integration of my standard connectors into the customer system landscapes. As my background, my earlier background is multimedia art and project management and marketing. I love to work with the Adobe suite. Unfortunately, I use now other tools for my daily work, and therefore I'm really happy to work directly with our partner CI HUB when it comes to optimize the process flow between the Adobe suite, but also between the Office suite and CELUM. I'm happy to answer your questions today.
Great, thank you very much, Melanie. So now we can jump right into the Q&A session. We'll start with a collection of the most frequently asked questions our support team recently received from our customers and partners. The first question is a rather obvious one, but it's still very important. How can I test a product quickly and easily? Maybe Andreas, you could tell our audience how to get a trial license as a customer and also as a partner. That would be great.
Absolutely, it's my pleasure. So we try to make that really easy. If you go to our website, let me just see if I can go to our website. You can just click on start the free trial there. If you go to the English page, you get it in English. register, and then you will automatically be led to either the Adobe Exchange store, and there you can then download the plugin for your Adobe Creative Suite, or you can go to the Microsoft Store and download the product from there. So it's more or less a one-click installation. And then you send an email to support@CELUM and request the ability to access your CELUM system through the CI HUB connector. So that's very easy, and it automatically comes with the 30 days of free trial, so you can test and prove the plugin before you have to make any commitment on that one. So that's really simple. If you happen to be a partner of CELUM, then you can actually request access to what we call the Sales Club, and then we support you not only with informations on how to sell the product best, but also with a free license to test and to do your demos. So these are the two very simple ways on how to get access to a license.
Great. Thank you very much for this answer. The next question. I've now obviously got the trial version and started working with CELUM, and now I want to use the duplicate check. How does this work? Melanie, maybe you could answer this question and also give a little demonstration on how this works.
Yes. Do you see my screen?
Yes, it's there.
Yeah. I have an InDesign document here, and within my InDesign file here in the CI HUB panel, I can also see in which node I'm currently working. And now here you see this is the InDesign file I'm working with, and this is this asset I'm also working with. When I now switch to another node, I'm going out of my node and I want to add this file. Then when I say active InDesign document, I want to add Fish Life. This name is already in use, so it doesn't allow me to upload this again with the same name. Maybe I want to upload this not as new version in CELUM, but as a completely different file. Then I'm giving here another name. But when I also, what I can also do here is uploading the asset from the InDesign file. And when I say I'm uploading this asset, then I've got this error message that the file is a duplicate and it was not uploaded. So with this, I can prevent that files from the whole system are uploaded again. And it also tells me the asset ID here. I could search for the asset ID. And what I could also do to find this asset again here in the search bar, there is this small arrow, and then click on this crown nose ray, and then maybe say use this file, or I want to update this file. I hope this answered your question, Isabel.
Yes, it did. Thank you very much. Our next question is, we have heard that there's an option for database publishing. How does it work? Andreas, maybe this is a question for you.
Yes, I'm happy to show that. Let me share my screen. You should now see my screen, right?
Yes, we do. Yeah.
Perfect. Then, so we have built a functionality that supports the functionality called data merge. Data merge is a very powerful functionality within the design product that allows you to create, let's say, serial documents or have serial content on one page. So to do that, the only thing you need to do is actually find the window tools utilities data merge. You find it there. There is the data merge, And then what you can do is select the images you like to use in a serial document. You can do that by just clicking on them. You can also hold the button and just swipe with the mouse over that. So I have selected these 5 images. And then there is a new functionality called export. And what it will do, it will export these 5 files and will create a CSV file that is perfectly fitted to the data merge functionality. So we click on that button. It gives you the option to select the folder where you want to have that export file. It should download the files and it should open the export folder. We click OK. It's loading the assets, and here is my export file. So now I go to my data merge. In data merge, you select the data source. Maybe some of you are familiar with serial documents in Word. It's almost the same. Select the data source. I didn't select the perfect place. Let me just do that again. It's on my local drive. Tag downloads. CI HUB local. There is my CSV file. Now you automatically get all the assets in here. And what you do now is just create some text frame, create an image frame. Yeah. And now you can assign the image to that frame, and you can maybe assign the title to that frame. You click on preview and you will automatically see the selected assets always in a separate document. You see, it's scrolling through, and now you can decide if you want to create merged document, if you want to create one InDesign page for each asset, or if you want to sort the assets on the same page. And then if you click OK, we do a single record, OK, it automatically now creates one InDesign page for each of the assets in our data merge record. So it's a very, very simple and powerful way. If you now also add grep styles, you can automatically format text that comes from the CELUM metadata. You can add styles, you can merge text informations. So it's a really powerful tool. It just comes out of the box. There's also a very nice video on our YouTube channel explaining that in detail and gives you the information on how to switch layouts, how to do it in a list style. So there's zillions of information on how to use that very powerful functionality.
Oh, cool. Thank you very much for this tip.
Sure.
Our next question. How can I query my used images within an Adobe document in CELUM? As it's related to CELUM, maybe Melanie, could you demonstrate how to check images?
Yes, I can do that. Again, I have here my InDesign document I'm working with currently. And now I just want to add another local file here. And then afterwards, I'm checking my asset relations. I have here within my CI HUB panel, the links panel, and here I can start to check the status for all my files. And as we see here, for the first files, they are on the Content Hub and they are linked. Here for this file, that's my shark here, I have a conflict because I'm using this file, and while I'm worked with this InDesign document, there has been an update on this file. I will switch to that one and relink with this version. And furthermore, so now this one is used, and furthermore here, this one hasn't been uploaded, and my clownfish has another version online. Oh, I played around a little bit with the versions, I think, in preparation for this call. I'm taking another picture to make it more clear. Just going once more, checking the last file. So I have now 2 local files that are not uploaded. And now I can say I want to add these 2 files to my Content Hub. Then they will be uploaded exactly to this node where I'm in at the moment. And after they are uploaded, I can do a relink here. The 2 files are added. Status can be now checked again, and now it finds my file online on the Content Hub, and I will now relink the 2 files. And with my 2 new files, let's take a look at them. The green fish and this one with the more fish are now new to my document, and I have to upload my whole document. Now I'm going to the InDesign file. If I don't know where this document is, I could also search it here with the InDesign, with the search I showed you before. And now I want to say I want to update this file with my active InDesign document, and I'm saving it before. So update the fish life, and I'm uploading the new version of my InDesign. You see here the progress. And now we can start to switch to my Content Hub instance. So upload has been there. So in my Content Hub instance, here is the InDesign file, the fish life. The preview is currently generated. You see there is a new version from right now. And we could sneak into the asset relation. So has to wait. We have to wait a little bit until the preview has been generated. So let's get back in. Okay, let's take a look. So now it should have worked here. Because when we go to the version 0 I had before, there were my asset relations. So now I've also have the asset relation for this one, and the asset relation for the new local file I uploaded with the many fish. The many fish and the green fish are now there, and I think now also the preview for the version 1 works. I'm also all the time a little bit too fast. Yes, I hope that answered your question. Back to you, Isabel.
Thank you very much. And we'll jump right into the next question, which
very cool.
How can I elevate the preview of my InDesign asset from 2 pages within the CI Hub panel? Andreas, as you volunteered, could you help us here?
Yes, I am happy to show that. Yeah, I will explain that. Just maybe the can you, if you
yes,
give me the ability to share my screen, that would be amazing.
Yes, I'm trying to. Yes, sorry. It's not doing as I want. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. So what we mean with that question is what you can get in CI Hub is, imagine you have an InDesign document which has 16 pages. Then you would like to look at that document before you download it. And with CI Hub, you have the ability to see all of the pages of your document in a preview. To do so, that InDesign document needs to have the ability or needs to store the pages as a preview. That's a normal InDesign functionality. And you can enable that functionality if you go to InDesign, Preferences, File Handling. There you will find the option Always Save Preview Images with Documents. The default value to have is InDesign only saves the first 2 pages. But in your case, if you want to have the previews, you can select any other range. I normally do all pages. And as a preview size, I normally leave it with a 256 by 256. This is completely enough to even get a good detailed view on complex pages. So go to all pages, leave it on medium, click OK. And the next time you are your InDesign file, it will generate the previews, will put these previews into the InDesign, and whenever you access that file through the CI Hub panel again, you will immediately see all of the details in the preview. Very simple. And as this is an InDesign preference, that will then automatically work for all the InDesign documents you're touching.
Super. Well, then we'll move on to the next question, which is when uploading Adobe InDesign documents, can I choose which PDF quality the uploaded preview PDF will be rendered in? Melanie, could you help us here?
Yes, I can. Maybe you've seen it before. That is a new feature for the next release. I'm currently working here with our testing system. Therefore, I have features that are currently not really open to the public, but they will be soon. When I go to File and Adobe PDF presets, I can define my PDF presets. And I've defined, I want to show the preset to you. I've defined my own preset, and actually what is different here is just I've defined that I want to see all my print, crop, bleed marks, and color bars when exporting a PDF with this preset. What's the reason for that? Because then I really see it fast if my preset worked. When I'm now uploading the new InDesign document or a new one, when I would upload that newly, give it a different name, then I have here the option to select not only the defined presets, but also my own presets. Like I have the option here when I'm uploading a PDF document extra. This is the PDF preset for the extra document. This is the preset for the preview of the InDesign. The preview of the InDesign is generated as Adobe PDF, and if somebody wants to use this PDF for further production, now there is the possibility to use this. That's not just available for new files. Also, when I want to update that file, when I select the active InDesign document, I have this option here, and maybe you have seen it before, that for this version I've currently generated with the last question, I already used this preset, because when I once select this, it's automatically pre-selected, and you see here the color bars and the crop marks and printing marks I selected in my PDF preset. When I select another preset, these ones are not there, but just for the demo effect, you see them here. That's it for this question.
Oh, thank you very much. Nice sneak preview into the next updates. We'll just move on to the next question. How can I replace an image in an existing edit frame? I guess, Andreas, that's another question for you.
Not a question, or is a question? I would like to.
Yes, that would be great. That would be great.
Then give me the screen. So, yeah, there are actually more ways to reach the goal. How do we move that away? Okay, so so if you have your images on your site here, that image in there, which is really simple. So you just drag the image. It's then available in your, we call that a place gun. And now how do I get that in that frame here? A simple way is you click on the Option key, and then you click in the frame, and it will automatically replace the image in that frame. This is a very common InDesign way to do it. What you can do in addition, if you have selected the frame again, and you select an image, let us take the starfish here, you can just do a right click. And I have not selected that frame, sorry. Let me select the frame by doing this one. If you have selected the frame and you're doing a right click on the selected image, then there will automatically be a replace option. And if you click on replace, it will automatically replace the image or the content of the selected frame. So that makes it very easy. And the third way would be if you want to use the use file button. So if you click you get additional options for that. In the use file button, you can either choose a different rendition, in that case cropping with a focal point, or an optimized version for the web. You see, you also have the option to replace, and if you do place and link, you can also select place with option. The Adobe dialog for the options will open before you place it. So if you want to maybe change the color profile before inserting that asset in the frame, you can easily choose the use button and then use the different options there. So you have 3 easy ways on how to change, and you can use the right one for your work situation that fits the best. Okay.
Cool. Wonderful. Thank you very much. We have another one. I changed to another node structure during editing, and now I don't know how to update the current file. That would be me. Melanie, could you please answer this question for us?
Yes, I can. Do you see my screen? Should work. No. So, maybe you've seen it before.
We cannot see the screen yet. Melanie, we're still.
Okay, I'm trying again. Now.
No. Hang on a second. Ah, yeah, now.
Okay. When I go to the search bar, there is this special feature with the CI HUB with this small arrow down that it does a quick search to the document I'm searching, I'm working in. When I'm clicking here, I'm finding my current working document, and I could update the file now. When I want to update an asset from an InDesign file, I just have to mark the asset here, then go again to the search bar. In the search bar now, I will not find only the InDesign file, but also the JPEG. Click on the JPEG. It searches the one and then I could update the file again here. That's all.
Sounds easy. Have to try it next time. Our next question is, how can I display the CELUM asset ID or the CELUM title? I guess it's once again for you, Melanie.
Yes. So you should see my screen now.
Yeah.
I'm here again in my node, and I wanna, in the list view, take a look at the basic information of my list within the node. And what you see here under name, this is the name the file was uploaded with. That's the original file name. But I want to see, again, the CELUM name here. And I have here my settings, and I can now select which columns are important for me. For me, is the color title important, because title is the CELUM name, and also the foreign ID, that's the asset ID from CELUM. And I also can change my order here and say, okay, what I want to see first is the title and the foreign key. The size isn't relevant for me, and now I've designed my own list layout where I'm seeing the title always on the first place, and you've seen here that this asset was uploaded with the original file name and renamed in CELUM with a new title. What I can also do is, when I go here on the fast preview, I can also show title and foreign key here. I've already done that before. I could also change the order here and say, okay, this information is the most important for me. I want to show that first. Back to you, Isabel.
Thank you. The next question is, where can I change the languages? Who wants to answer that one?
I can answer that also.
Great.
Yeah, CI HUB has its panel languages, and they are here, hidden in the burger menu. And when you change the panel language, everything within the whole CI HUB panel, the basic information, for example, the filters or navigation or connections, is translated. But what I want to do, I want to see my localized metadata, because here I'm seeing everything in English, and I want to see this in German, because these two fields are localized, and I want to, or at least this field is localized. I want to here change the language, and therefore, and that's also a preview feature, CI HUB has developed the content language for the CELUM CI HUB connector, and here is the possibility to select between all languages that are on the systems, all languages that have localized metadata fields. On our demo CELUM Net, this is English, German, and French, and now I'm changing to German. And as you see, here the description is now in German. And I could also go to another asset. This has more information. This CEO tags are in German and the description. And I can now fastly go back to English here. And you see these two localized fields are now translated to English, like the information is there from CELUM Content Hub.
Great. Cool features. We will jump on to the next question, which states, how does CI HUB actually communicate with CELUM? Andreas, this is clearly one for you.
Yes, this is a very common question. And let me share my, no, there it is. what we have, and if someone in the audience need that, you can actually get that information. What we have prepared, and what we can again hand over to security departments or people who need to configure firewalls and stuff. There is a data flow diagram, and what we make sure with CI Hub, and that's an important thing, is that actually the CI Hub panel really never touches the asset itself. So whenever you have your, let's say, an on-premise CELUM solution, or your CELUM system in a secure data enclave, then the data between, or the real asset, is always transferred directly between the user who is requesting it and the system where it comes from. So it will not be filtered or passed through the CI Hub server. And that makes it actually very secure for the security department, and to be compliant with all of the data security regulations. And there is a detailed document where we describe all of that. Let me just go to the next slide here. So we have these informations, and we can also provide you with all the technical informations like IP addresses that needs to be configured within firewalls to pass through certain HTTP and HTTPS traffic. So if this is a requirement you have in your organization, talk to the support and request that information in detail.
Super, thank you. The next question seems to be a bit trickier. How can I work with low resolution files for my daily work and then upload the result with high res files for the final production? Melanie, could you give us a demo here, please? I think you're muted.
Thank you, Isabel. Within the CI Hub panel, we have to switch to the links panel, and in the links panel, I can do a status check for all files. Like we see, all the files are currently on the CELUM server, and if I want to now work with my low-res files, and that also depends on what you have actually on your CELUM system, what different conversions you have made available for CI Hub. You can switch between different conversions. I could now go to this one on the demo CELUM.net. There is optimized for web and original. Maybe on your system that's many more. And then say, okay, I want to relink all the files with the optimized for web version. I have now this notification. Now all the files are getting relinked. I hope I've clicked the right button. Yes. And now I could work with the low-res files, really make the file ready for print production, or maybe I'm working with the low-res files, uploading the files. The next person is also working with the low-res files. And then after 3-4 persons worked with the file, and I say, okay, but now everything is ready. I really want to change this to the high-res files. I could go to that one again and say, okay, now I want to relink the files to the original. And it will be relinked to the original. Also, there comes this message with my local assets. All the files are relinked to the original. I will download my InDesign with the original relinks again. Not download, sorry. I will update it, upload it to CELUM Content Hub, and then I have my InDesign file with all my original relations and my original assets within, and I can work with that. And for the production cycles, I worked with the low-res files for the whole file. When you're working with a catalog with 300, 400, 500 files, you don't need to have the original everywhere, and it's faster to only work with the small preview.
Oh, that's great. Cool. So it saves a lot of working space. We jump to our last question because we had a lot of questions concerning the CreativeLink. Now we are switching to OfficeLink. And Andreas, maybe you could tell us what OfficeLink can really do.
I'm happy to do so, absolutely.
Great.
As we are a little bit limited on time, I can again recommend you to go to our YouTube channel. There will be really a lot of additional videos explaining more details on all of the OfficeLink and Office product integrations. I've just opened my PowerPoint here. Let me move that away. So in PowerPoint, I explained it in the beginning. There is also the ability to have to access the Office Store. The Office Store is very similar to the Adobe Exchange Store. There you will also find the CI HUB plugin. And if you click Acquire or Install, then the CI HUB plugin will automatically show up in the ribbon up there. If you click on that, the CI HUB panel will open and you'll find the same navigation and the same way on how to find assets and access connections. As you see, I'm connected again to my CELUM system. I've already connected to the same folder I've just used in my demo with the Adobe products, and I see the same fishes and jellies we saw in the other demo. So what you can do here also is you can again search for these assets. You can click on these assets. You can also use the use button. And in that case, you see this is a JPEG, and maybe I would like to use now one which is optimized for the web. And I would like to place that into my PowerPoint. And there it is. Let's use that suggestion. Or let us use this suggestion. I can use that. If this asset comes with metadata, in that case it does, it will be also very easy to just drag and drop the text in here. Then we may format that text and say that text should be white. That's easier to see in here. And we can design and create stunning PowerPoint slides in here. If you're finished, you can do the same as you could do it in the Adobe products. We can say, yep, that's perfect. We're happy with that. Let us upload that file into the CELUM system again. So we just save that presentation. We save it here. And now we can just say plus add that active PowerPoint document to my CELUM system. We stick with the name, we click OK, and that asset will now be uploaded into the CELUM system as PowerPoint. And now all of my colleagues could just use the document and open it on their desktop and do their manipulations and changes. It works the same in PowerPoint, in Excel, in Word, and in Outlook. And in Outlook, we in addition give you the ability to click on an attachment in an email and save that attachment to your CELUM system within the selected node you're in. And also use whatever you have in your CELUM node and use it as an attachment to your email. So that's very powerful. We can easily spend an hour in here. We just have 3 more minutes left, I think. So again, take a look at the videos on YouTube and you get a lot of information, or just send us an email and we will do that individually to you.
This is really, really great.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to get a trial license now.
It also comes with a 30 days free trial license.
Oh, great. So this was our last question we received from our support. We have also received a couple of questions from you, from our audience, and I'll just ask them in sequence. Let me just open the questions. The first one is, when will SSO, so single sign-on, be available for CI HUB login? Do we know this by any chance?
Yeah, I can answer the question. We don't have a date right now because CELUM is communicating with CI HUB via our SOAP API. At the moment, there are no major changes planned here. So at the moment, SSO has to wait. We know that this is a feature that is requested from customers. We working on a solution on that, but at the moment I can give you no date. Sorry.
Okay, great. How can metadata images, for example, captions stored as localized text files, be accessed?
I hope I have showed that with the new feature with the content language.
Yes,
that's new, and yes, hope you have fun with it.
Are usage references stored in OfficeLink as well?
No, at the moment they are not. The problem here is the Office.js API from Microsoft itself. We are constantly talking also with CI HUB how we could do that, how we could work around that. The API from Microsoft does not offer this at the moment, but I can only say at the moment it does not work. We also have it on the pipeline to find a solution for that, but without a date.
Okay, thank you very much.
Let me add that. We are also talking with the Microsoft guys. As soon as Microsoft is enabling partners to use these functions, we will implement that.
Oh, great.
If you as customer have access to Microsoft directly, talk with your sales guys and tell them that's an important feature.
Good idea.
Little drips hold the stone.
A very good idea. So I've just glanced at my watch, and unfortunately, we have now reached the end of our Q&A session. From CELUM, I want to say thank you to our partner CI HUB, and a very special thank you to Andreas for being here today, and also for Melanie for answering all those specialized questions and for giving the experts insight into CELUM and CI HUB.
It was a pleasure. Thanks a lot for all your effort organizing that.
You're welcome. If you have any questions concerning CELUM, the content link or the Office link, connectors or CI HUB, or if you're interested into a demo, please feel free to contact us and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. That leaves me to thank you very much for attending today's Q&A session. I hope it was as informative for you as it was for me. I wish you a nice day and hope to see you again, maybe at our next webinar in August, or maybe even in person in September at the CELUMium in Linz. That would be great. Thank you and goodbye.
Goodbye.